Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. If you've been following the criminal case styled as Idaho versus Kohberger, you know that Detective Brett Payne of the Moscow Police Department is a central figure in this case. After all, he signed the document known as the December 29th, 2022 Affidavit of Probable Cause, which was referenced in both the criminal complaint filed against Mr. Kohberger that day by the chief prosecutor for Latah County, Mr. Thompson. It was also relied on by the magistrate judge who issued the warrant and found probable cause, which led directly to Mr. Kohberger's arrest the next day, December 30th, 2022. The arrest, however, did not occur in Idaho. It occurred in a foreign jurisdiction, which required the Moscow Police Department to work with and to request the assistance of authorities in Pennsylvania, where Mr. Kohberger was at that time. And he specifically requested the assistance of the Pennsylvania State Police. And there is a document attached to the Pennsylvania probable cause affidavit, which needed to support a warrant for Mr. Kohberger's arrest in Pennsylvania, which was signed to by two Pennsylvania State Police officers, Leri and Noll. They reference in the Pennsylvania Affidavit of Probable Cause a document cited to as Exhibit A, and it may look very familiar to you. You may think that this is the equivalent of the Affidavit of Probable Cause that I just talked about that was filed in Idaho. It's not. Although it begins in several pages are appearing to be taken directly from the Idaho Affidavit of Probable Cause. If you get to further down into the documents filed in Pennsylvania, and I've provided you a link to online documents from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Kohberger case, you will see, page 22, some further information that is not contained in the Idaho Affidavit of Probable Cause, appearing at the beginning of the docket in the matter styled as Idaho versus Kohberger. The Pennsylvania Affidavit of Detective Brett Payne has additional information which provide instructions on how someone can unlock a digital device, such as a computer, using fingerprint analysis, face recognition, and the like. If you go to page 22, you'll see the additional information begins as follows. Based off the above information, I am seeking a search warrant for Kohberger's person and his parents' residence located at, and the address is given in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. Mr. Payne describes that this location is a single-family, two-story residence, white in color. There is a two-car garage located on the west side of the residence. This is the location Kohberger is currently believed to be at based off cellular phone data received in previous warrants. Based on information gathered during this investigation, it is believed Kohberger's, and then he describes 3 family members, currently reside in the residence. In addition, I am seeking a warrant for all outbuildings and sheds located on the property. So he's looking for a warrant issued by the authorities in Pennsylvania for these things. Page 22 continues with stating it is believed Kohberger's white Hyundai Elantra, in parentheses, suspect vehicle 1, is stored in the two-car garage on the west side of the residence. Based off the above facts, I am requesting a search warrant for Kohberger's white 2015 Hyundai Elantra, and the VIN number is provided. The Hyundai Elantra is registered solely to Kohberger. Based on my experience or the experience of investigators trained in forensic technology, I provide the following. Then we go into the next page. Number 1. Many electronic devices, particularly newer mobile devices and laptops, offer their users the ability to unlock the devices through biometric features in lieu of a numeric or alphanumeric passcode or password. These biometric features include fingerprint scanners, facial recognition features, and iris recognition features. Some devices offer a combination of these biometric features, and the user of such devices can select which features they would like to utilize. Number 2, if a device is equipped with a fingerprint scanner, a user may enable the ability to unlock the device through his or her fingertips. For example, Apple offers a feature called Touch ID, which allows a user to register up to 5 fingerprints that can unlock a device. Once a fingerprint is registered, a user can unlock the device by pressing the relevant finger to that device's Touch ID sensor, which is found in the round button, often referred to as the home button. Located at the bottom center of the front of the device, the fingerprint sensors found on devices produced by other manufacturers have different names but operate similarly to Touch ID. Number 3, if a device is equipped with facial recognition feature, a user may enable the ability to unlock the device through his or her face. For example, the feature is available on certain Android devices and is called Trusted Face. During the Trusted Face registration process, the user holds the device in front of his or her face. The device's front-facing camera then analyzes and records data based on the user's facial characteristics. The device can then be unlocked if the front-facing camera detects a face with characteristics that match those of the registered face. Facial recognition features found on the devices produced by other manufacturers have different names but operate similarly to Trusted Face. Continues. Number 4. If a device is equipped with an iris recognition feature, a user may enable the ability to unlock the device with his or her irises. For example, on certain Microsoft devices, this feature is, and we go to the next page, called Windows Hello. During the Windows Hello registration, a user registers his or her irises by holding the device in front of his or her face. The device then directs an infrared light toward the user face and activates an infrared sensitive camera to record data based on patterns within the user's irises. The device can then be unlocked if the infrared sensitive camera detects the registered irises. Iris recognition features found on devices produced by other manufacturers have different names but operate similarly to Windows Hello. The next couple of pages continue on with further instructions relative to Mr. Kohberger's, seems like cellular phone device, and provides further information from Detective Payne. The following page says, due to the foregoing, if law enforcement personnel encounter a device that is subject to seizure pursuant to this warrant and may be unlocked using one of the aforementioned biometric features, the warrant I am applying for would permit law enforcement personnel to 1. Press or swipe the fingers, including thumbs, of any individual who is found at the subject premises and reasonably believed by law enforcement to be a user of the devices to the fingerprint scanner of the devices found at the premises. 2. Hold the devices found at the premises in front of the face to those same individuals and activate the facial recognition feature, and or 3. Hold the devices found at the premises in front of the face of those same individuals and activate the iris recognition feature for the purpose of attempting to unlock the devices in order to search the contents as authorized by this warrant. And for reasons unknown, there is a large black X following that statement. And there are signatures at the bottom. It appears to be two separate signatures. The bottom of these pages, it is unknown who signed them. And there is nothing further attached to the online documents that the public is available to obtain by going to the link that I have provided for you relative to this presentation. And finally, as you are aware, there are several motions to suppress evidence that are set for hearing before the Honorable Judge Hippler coming up on January 23rd and 24th of this year. Certain of those motions to suppress are related to these warrant affidavits that were issued in Pennsylvania. I strongly recommend that if you have an interest in the case, that you do review these documents. And if you have any comments, questions, thoughts, they are all appreciated. And if you do like my content, I very much appreciate it if you could like this video and also please subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciative by me. As always, I thank you very much for your time and your attention.